You're silly, boy. I told you I'd say that shit. You're silly. And I wanted to die every day. I was working and working, and people were watching me die. People in the meetings were saying stuff like, "We're watching you die, Hillie, and it's not pretty." And I would think that the disease, because I was full-fledged. I was stepping up for the disease, waiting for people to try to bring some truth up out of me. You know, I was in a sea of isolation, destructive chaos, and hopelessness. And I was in NA. So I can be in here and not be getting better. Anyways, people were watching me die. I was cool with it. I liked it. Y'all are wild, boy. Y'all laughing some. Hey, I like in the meetings, I'll be laughing at some shit that sounds normal to me. And like, I can't believe he's laughing at that shit. Y'all gotta slow down. Y'all making me fall off really quick. I was just in a bad space, and people were telling me, get new problems. I was always talking about my ex-girlfriend and my baby, get new problems, you know? I stayed clean long enough to get new problems. I had a wreck because I would not sleep, and I wasn't taking care of myself, and I broke my arm and my leg. I was pinned in the, like my bone was sticking out my leg, and it was a pretty bad deal, but it wasn't shit compared to when I pushed them out of my life. That shit hurt. This was nothing, you know? Like, that emotional stuff was very painful. That stuff had me wanting to give up, not being able to breathe, crying on my knees at night, you know, like, calling people, telling them the truth. But, so, like, as soon as I wrecked, I wanted to live, you know? I stayed clean long enough to get new problems. I started messing with the literature again. I started, like, making myself not only visible, but available to people. Because I was hanging around people, but I was practically killing folks. You know, I mean, I truly know. Do I let people believe that I believe in them? You know? And, I wasn't doing a very good job. People were reaching out to me. There were people that only wanted to talk to me. And I was the way I was. I was in a bad spot, and I was, but you know what? To tell you the truth, they was probably better hanging out with me than people who were getting high, you know? Yeah. Because, I mean, even whenever I'm down in the dumps deep, I'm full of hope. Because, y'all the only people I talk to. You know, I can't be selling people bullshit and think I'm doing a good job or even think I'm doing the right thing, you know? So, got new problems, right? I got that, and, but it's funny because, like, after a while, like, I had to go through some stuff, just not get loaded. People were worried about me when I was in the hospital. They was like, Hillie's not gonna take anything. He's gonna have to do something. I know he's not gonna take none of the medicine, and that's, and I'm standing up here prideful right now to think that that's how people think about me in my home group. Hillie ain't gonna take nothing. I'm worried, like he's gonna have to do something. You know, I remember waking up in ICU, and I had a cast, like half of my shit was cast, and I'm sitting there like tubes everywhere. I'm like, they said, what? I said, I don't want any mind and mood altering chemicals in my body. And they said, you have to take something, you know. And my sponsor was right there. People were telling me I'm not going to be able to remember who was there the first day, the second day. I remember every fucking body who came in there. How long they stayed. I mean, some of the people, what time. James got there like 9:35 with a guy named Terry. And because they was at Kilgore College. And we don't know if Terry's clean, but he's an all right guy. You know, some of us, we still love him, right? My sponsor said you didn't get in the wreck to get high. He helped me out because I was pretty messed up. Like I said, I tell you, the thing that helped me through the physical pain was the breathing. I would breathe like real deep and real slow. Even when I was trapped in the vehicle, that shit really helped. I don't know what it was. I remember watching my ex-girlfriend go through labor, and I was like, that poor thing. Throwing up and shit, man, that poor thing. Ooh. And what helped me through the emotional pain was I'm unwilling to give up and get loaded or kill myself. And I mean, just from my experience, if I'm not going to get high or off myself, I'm going to be forced to get better. Dang. You're silly. But yeah, y'all make me feel comfortable, I'm telling you. I was a wreck before I got up here. But I don't know, I'm free today. I've got a lot of clarity, you know. When a lot of that stuff was going down when my son first left, I wasn't even able to take care of myself for a couple of months. I couldn't pay bills, and they was being taken care of, you know. Like, I had to go through some stuff to see how good it was, you know. I mean, it's like I gotta get shit taken away from me to realize I got everything I need, you know. You know, after they'd been gone for about 4 months, I thought to myself, what that guy said when I had 3 months. He knew he wasn't going to be a down and out fuck, no bum, when he got to see his kids, because he was going to stay clean no matter what came down the pipe. And no matter what happens in life today, it's not going to be as bad as if I choose to pick up drugs.
Right.
Come on. I don't know, and sometimes I think to myself, well, some people aren't ready. Some people, you know, like, might have to get loaded again, and it's like, I hope to God someone gets it tonight, because we're no different from the people who are getting high right now or who are doing life in prison. We're no different from them people, right? Like I have just as much chance at this deal getting a whole new way of life, just as I have as making one wrong decision, right? Like, a lot of times when I want to bring shit and hit home, I think to myself, like, a lot of things are funny in the rooms, you know, like gratitude meetings. Like, people will share about what they're grateful for. And, like, if I just share honestly, that's enough. I don't even got to say gratitude. I can just share honestly. Tell you, I don't know what to do with this situation, but I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to keep coming back. You know, like, some simple shit. Like, we don't realize how far we go with some of the stuff just being honest, or even just trying. I'm not in the back of a cop car. You know, like, I'm not a catch and chain. I'm not in the back of an ambulance being resuscitated. I'm not in the hospital refusing medication that they want to give me because they say if you do this, you won't be using this. And I'll be like, well, I don't want to use it then. You know, people aren't looking at me crying with tears in their eyes, and I'm like smiling. You know, people aren't telling me to get help. People are asking me for help, and you know, like I said, the disease of addiction comes at me to where it's like the bad. I'm looking at the bad of the good and the good of the bad. You know, like, it's real simple stuff. But I need y'all to drill it in my head all the time. You know, I got friends who make meetings regularly, and I make meetings regularly. Last couple of weeks, I've been going out of town, making meetings in like Austin, and around Arlington, and I was in a meeting. I mean, it's real important. To see how important it is about the people who are just coming in. This guy came into the meeting in Miracles and Solutions in Austin, and like, he was shaking and and I was the only other light complected person there, and there was people yelling and the chairperson, I couldn't understand.